last time we went around the Siam area, you remember, the noisy monkeys turning clockwise, admiring several botanical specimens, both tall trees and palms, and ground covers, sunny and shade gardens. Today we are going as far as Australia, but we'll get there the other way, leaving the Siamang to our left so that we can explore the plants around the old train station, now closed. This time, after passing the Malayan Tiger, we reach the vendor's booth to the right and a group of large black olive trees, scientific name Buchetobusras, so large that the zoo decided to keep the Christmas decoration lights permanently installed to avoid such operation that takes several days of crew work. Here we turn left, taking the wide road with a line of Montgomery palms in the middle. To your right, a salt-peppered hedge on green and yellow leaves covers the wall that leads to the main station, now closed. For the northerns, that hedge looks like Aucuba japonica, a usual yellow provider to the gardens of the cold climates of the north. In those places with a cold winter, it produces red berries much appreciated by both humans and wildlife. Aucuba is quite unusual in Florida, where croton and trinet are the favorites. Actually, this hedge is made of the croton, golden dust variety plants. The station access, being made of gray concrete, benefits from the color of several varieties of crotons, tree nets and ferns. A little island combines again crotons with wild coffee, and a fan leaves palm. Past the station, the concrete floor ends, giving us room for another green area across the interesting island to the left that we explored in our previous errand. Here the limits are set by an untrimmed hedge of tall Suriname cherry, in Latin, Eugenia uniflora, salt-peppered with a jasmine bush, and further on a firebush, scientific name Hamulia patens, being both of them a good alternative to the traditional Ficus benjamina hedges that are being decimated today by the whitefly plague. But even before that Pagu attacked, the use of Ficus benjamina was declining, since it demanded a lot of work to prevent it not to develop quickly into big trees. A traveler's tree, a group of supple palmetto palm trees, and a silver trumpet tree complete this area. Let's keep going towards Australia as directed by the sign. Next to the Galapagos tortoises fence to our right, we spot a line of 3 bushes. Those are of the dwarf variety of the powder puff, that goes by the name of Caliandra marginata. Evergreen and cold tolerant, this shrub can be used anywhere in South Florida. It grows at a moderate pace, less fast than the full-size regular powder puff plant. This one can be kept under 6 feet tall. To the left, the tall dark green hedge has been entrusted to the original all-green variety of Trinetha, Schefflera arboricola, that shows no yellow stains. We leave some usual trees to the right, including a big black olive, and a group of Neoregelia bromeliads. Also to the right there is the parrot's cage, where you can enter to feed them with a syrup cup that can be bought for a few bucks. If you opt for not feeding them, you can get in for free. The patio of the parrots has some scattered not yet full developed bushes that we have already seen in other spots, namely a firebush, a Jatropha peregrina, wild coffee, and some bromeliads. Let's keep walking. This will be a short walk that ends on a rotunda. 2 big trees in the parrots area are better seen from here if we turn around. They are a copperpot and a eucalyptus that grows tall above it. The eucalyptus is the most characteristic tree from Australia, where many varieties exist. All of them share the fast-growing and the slender shape. At Zoo Miami, the chosen variety is probably the most beautiful of all the rainbow eucalyptus, Latin name Eucalyptus teglupta, of which there are like a dozen here. That name comes to our mind when we see the trunk. The bark peels continuously, leaving uncovered what looks like a painter's catalog, with tones that go from all shades of green to brown, orange, and even purple. Keep walking towards the koala house that we will find to the right. Before reaching it, our eyes will discover several Japanese fern trees, scientific name Phyllisum decipiens, a medium-sized tree that is storybook pretty with a naturally rounded crown with unusual fern-like foliage. Of course, It has nothing to do with ferns, but it seems that it isn't Japanese either. Nevertheless, the Japanese fern tree is a very elegant little tree under 25 feet tall, and with its globe-shaped top it's one of the best shade trees. We'll see it again in several places walking the Zoo Miami path. Around the Australian Centre, where the koalas are always sleeping, there is a red-tip cocoa plum hedge and some usual trees, like a mahogany, a subiaku tree, a bauhinia and a silver trumpet with pink flowers. Across that center and beyond the cassowary trench, Zoo Miami keeps a large area of what you can typically find on the dry patches of land in the Everglades. The Pine Rocklands, also called the Pine Lands, have a hard rocky ground, made up of limestone. Dwarf saw palmetto fan palm trees and pine trees with other native shrubs scattered around. Across the Australian Centre you'll notice a good example of the use of ornamental grass, in this case by planting some fountain grass, scientific name Cenchrus cetaceus, combined with ferns and some bushes and dwarf fan palms for the background. A blue porter weed provides a sprinkle of color. A nice solution to soften the sitting area. Today we had a short walk with few prima donnas, being the rainbow eucalyptus the best of the flock. An appetizer of the two big loops that you'll have to choose from here, the Africa loop around the Big Lake, that also features the Amazon and beyond, and the Asia loop that includes the Wings of Asia aviary. We leave them for future walks. Still many plants and trees and flowers to admire at the Zoo Miami Botanical Garden. See you soon.